Hey guys, I'm going to give you a whiz round the plot. It's it's past the middle of May and there's not really much happening except for weeds absolutely everywhere. It's crazy. Um, but I have got raised beds and some of them have got crops in. I'm with my dog, by the way, in case you're wondering. She whines all the time when she's out there because she gets bored. But yeah. So I guess my cabbages, they're doing all right under this net, but the slugs and snails are getting them, and I've taken the net off and taken all the slugs and snails away several times, and they just seem to get back in. I mean, my annual crops this year are absolutely terrible, and I feel a little bit I don't know, apathetic maybe. Just a little bit like, God's sake. This is going to be for my melons, which I'm keeping in the greenhouse until they're much larger, because they are also a favourite snack of slugs and snails. And the slugs and snails have been ravaging everything really. I mean, my figs, look at that. Luckily, one branch has survived. This is Peretta, by the way. Long of August. You can see how long the neck is there. Yeah, so it's got a couple of babies on. I mean, if it does kick into growth, then maybe there's a chance of a couple main crop very late in the season, but not too sure. My comfrey is going mental, which is cool. It's keeping the grass down and stuff, and obviously, the bees are loving it. Few small apples on this Spartan apple tree. It's doing all right. That's my comfrey tea maker. It's an aerobic version, so it's not the smelly one. It's where you put the dry stuff in and you let it decompose. And you can see at the bottom there's some black stuff, which is cool. Which I use to feed my plants when there's enough of it. My green gauge didn't do anything, which is sad. There are a couple of absolutely tiny fruits down there, but they're not really doing anything. I've got a blackberry here. I need to clear that area actually because it's flowering. I think it's called Loch Ness. My pear tree's not doing much this year. I think it's having a year off, so no pears. This is just a random table of sweet peas, komatsuna, marigolds. I don't really know where to put them, so I've just left them there for now. My onions are getting hammered by the slugs and snails. I don't know what to do. I mean, I can't even find where they are. It's just crazy, really. Broad beans is doing well. Lots of aphids, but the ladybirds will come and control them, I'm pretty sure. I wasn't really planting these for an actual crop. They're more to just cover the space, which they've done. My actual beans that I planted, there we go. Very successful. Not. They've just been eaten completely. Luckily, I've got some more plants at home. I don't know if I showed you my shed. I've got a shed without a roof yet. I've ordered the roof, and I'll be excited to put it on. It's going to be kind of a mini greenhouse roof. So yeah, that's my shed. Kindly donated by a neighbouring plot. Izzy, stop. So yeah, I'll put a couple of figs in there, and obviously my tools and stuff like that, and maybe a little kettle or something. Might as well talk about the figs. So I've actually planted 4 today. 4 figs that have been in my greenhouse. I've been protecting. These were late cuttings, so these were from, if anyone is on the fig Facebook group, if you're an incredibly interesting person like me, you'll be a member. These are from Vinny. So Malta Black Celeste, which I'm really happy rooted well because it was quite pricey. Azores Dark over there. These are all meant to be fairly early main crop varieties, and then I've got one called Yellow Longneck over there. And you can see of the rest of my figs, this one's doing all right. Lila Savarifige. Some of them just not doing anything. That's Negretta. And then obviously, as I've mentioned in previous videos, the late frost hit all my, after a 20 degrees heat wave, we had suddenly a light frost, and it just knocked off all the foliage. Well, it didn't knock it off, but you know what I mean. I'm hoping, as you can see here, there are some buds. I'm really hoping these can come back. If I can just keep, salvage the plants, that'll be one thing. Obviously I would like to get some figs, but I don't know how likely that is anymore, from a lot of these plants this year. But anyway, there we go. I mean, I think all the figs are planted now, so my fig trial is underway. Brilliant start. Having them all frosted, good start to it all. So yeah, just show you my parsnips. Hey, there's you if you bored, aren't you? Parsnips are going crazy. I need to redo the netting, I guess, yeah, but don't really want to do that today. I might do it another day. This is the ornamental section, if I haven't already said. Yeah, it's looking lovely and ornamental, obviously. Look at that. So much colour. No, this should hopefully, as we get into June and stuff, this should become a little tropical kind of, I don't know, bed, I guess. So I've got dwarf Cavendish bananas, I've got Musabashu over there, I've got hardy gingers, which are just coming up. I bought a salvia, as you can just about see here. It will come out in like white and pink. It's called cherry lips. It's like hot lips, but a different one. Izzy, shush. And then I've got various like ground cover things that I've just plonked in. So some geraniums, I've got some geums, stuff like that, which will hopefully cover the entire bare ground, and then I can just let all of the bananas and that grow up amongst it all. Potatoes doing well. This bed, it was going to be sweet potatoes, then they didn't work, so I was like, okay, I'll plant some sweet corn. That didn't work, so I've just got a random spare bed. I'll probably put courgettes in because I've got a few extra plants. Strawberries are finally covering the ground, which is good because I've been picking out weeds from this bed very intensively. Like, I'll probably spend like an hour when I'm down here each time just picking grass out of the strawberry patch. It makes you kind of wonder how much you're valuing your produce. Izzy, come. There's my shed. Quite excited about getting the roof on. My pineapple guava really didn't do well. I mean, this has been clear of weeds most of the winter, but then the plant just started to die on me. I don't know if it's going to rebud. I'm hoping it will, otherwise that'll be a bit sad. And then the cool thing, well, the new figs was the coolest thing, but another cool thing that I'm really excited about, which I bought with money that I do have, but I kind of needed to spend it on other things. But I bought another rose. This is Kew Gardens. It's the same one that I had on my quarter plot down there, and I tried to take cuttings from that, and they've all failed. So I've just kind of caved in and bought a brand new David Austin Kew Gardens rose, and I've just planted it. So I'm super excited. I don't know why, but I do really love roses, and sometimes the smell is just like, wow, It just, I don't know what it does. It kind of moves me in a way. It's kind of like music or something. I don't know. It's a bit weird. I'm sure it's a very manly thing to be emotionally moved by a rose. But anyway, I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it's going. I've got my grape that's going to be trellised up there. You can see I've put the posts in. So I'll get some grapes, even though I'm not sure what to do with them all. And my apples, my espalier apples, they've all flowered very well, and none of the fruits have set, which is interesting, especially because it's been quite a wet winter. It's not like they were, under drought conditions or anything like that. They've had as much moisture as you could possibly get. they've dropped every single flower, every fruit, which is a bit weird. But there we go. There's so much more to actually say as well. One plant I'm very excited about, which is still oh, is he? He's trying to chase her. Oh dear. Come on. Is a canna that I've got called Canna musifolia grande, which is meant to be a very fast, well, I think it is, going by what it's already done, very fast growing plant. So I'm excited to put that in about a week's time. But yeah, anyway, there we go guys. Thanks for watching. Lots of love and lots of peace. I'll speak to you soon.